Welcome to the game that has been so overdone, it's kind of hard for us to offer anything of substance at this point. Yes, it's the one, the only, Sonic 06.
Presented by Cryware. I think Cryware did almost every single sound chip between like 2005 and 2009.
Cryware also did a lot of ports for the Xbox 360, which is what I'm playing this game on.
Okay.
The first thing I noticed upon playing this game for the very first time is that the music in the start menu is highly inappropriate, except for this. This sounds more Sonic-like.
Because it just adds a guitar riff on the back.
Yes. Which is sufficient.
Here we are on the first opening cutscene. This is the world of Soliana, or rather the country of Soliana, on planet Sonic, or
Mobius.
No, it's not Mobius. It's never actually been referred to as Mobius in the games.
Therefore, it might as well be Mobius.
It might as well be Mobius.
That's the princess of Mobius.
The princess of Soliana Mobius.
Princess Elise. Who I have seen... well...
Her dress is dramatically shorter than it really should be.
Yes, even though this is a game designed for children. She is also wearing stockings. What the fuck? So, let me just...
Stare longingly into the flame.
Oh no, it's whatchamacallit.
You know this power that allows her to see into the potential future? Never referenced again.
You know all these incredibly cool pre-rendered graphics? We don't see these during the actual gameplay. As I'm sure many of our viewers are keenly aware, because, like, this has been a really interesting game to play. My only experience with this game beforehand was the extensive gameplay walkthroughs I've seen on numerous different channels. I use my memory from watching those walkthroughs in order to play the game, even though I've never picked up the controller and played it myself.
Okay.
So this is like a semi-blind playthrough, because I already know what's going to happen, but I don't know how to do it.
Right. And these are the not swap bots.
These are the egg bots.
Not a very descriptive name, now is it?
Oh my god.
A pleasure to meet you at last, Princess.
Witness the horror that is Eggman's new design.
I'm Dr. Eggman. I've come here to obtain the secret of the flames of disaster from you, and to take the miracle gems that are the key to its secret.
Honestly,
the Chaos Emerald.
Honestly, I think Dr. Eggman sounds fine here with his line reads.
No. His voice actor is fine. His voice actor is perfect, actually. It's his fucking character model that's just jarring as shit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty snazzy.
Like,
mind you, this first cutscene is actually one of the best parts of the entire damn game.
Why the fuck did Elise just confuse Sonic with Silver?
Oh, that's because of a thing. Did you actually play either of the Silver or Shadow stories?
No, I did not.
Oh, you are gonna be confused as all fuck about everything related to Elise then.
I know what happens in the rest of the game. I've seen the rest of this game in other gameplay walkthroughs. But, what was I gonna say? I can't remember. Explosions everywhere.
Yes. How fitting, because we just came off of the Transformers 1 commentaries.
I finally found him. The Iblis Trigger.
Unnamed character. at this point, that is.
Yes.
No, I don't do the Silver campaign. I don't do the Shadow campaign. The only campaign I do is the Sonic campaign.
So you do the least relevant out of all three of the campaigns.
Oh my god! Precipitous drop in graphical quality.
Yes, because now we're actually in engine.
More silent cutscenes.
Yes.
This game really is the best thing to do right after Transformers.
You know, I don't think we ever get that dropkick ability.
The dropkick?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we gotta bounce.
Yeah, we get a bounce attack later, but we never get the dropkick.
Even though I think Sonic uses his... actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure what part of Sonic's body he actually hits the enemies with. Is it his feet? Is it his hands? Is it his head? I don't know.
It's technically its head spines, although he can use his feet as well.
It's only a matter of time before it's mine. Until then, you can hold on to it for me.
And I'm pretty sure Eggman leaves right away because this is the very beginning of the game.
Yep. And he knows the script. He looked at it.
And I don't know any of the controls yet. I only do the Sonic campaign also because, like, I grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog, so it felt the most appropriate that he was the only character I played as. Especially in a game...
Now, that could have been disguised as a loading screen. That really should have been disguised as a loading screen.
This is a loading screen. Behold the horror that is the load times of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. We are still loading.
Yes. Now, was that 10? That felt like 10.
This is me testing out the controls.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's really jittery. It feels really jittery.
He's, like... As soon as you change directions with Sonic, Sonic automatically transfers all of his momentum into the direction you just fucking selected.
Is your recording going at 60? Because it doesn't feel like your recording's at 60. It feels like your recording's is at like...
I need to get away from this girl.
Yes.
If you see a mark above the head of someone in town...
Who are you, narrator?
The frame rate... No, this is the real frame rate.
That's odd, because it feels like it's dropping below 60.
It might as well be, because everything about this game sucks. Everything except for the game feel. The only thing I'll give this game credit for is that it does feel like a Sonic game. It just feels like the worst Sonic game I've ever played.
We don't have money yet.
What is money? I am a hedgehog that loves rings. Rings are not currency, they're
young
my
man
life.
says, hey. That is what young man says.
Young man and every other NPC, Hello Tails, says some kind of thing as soon as you address them.
And young man says, hey.
And the more humorous ones I repeat for comical purposes.
Tails, long time no see.
I'm glad you're here. I heard that you tried to save their princess from Dr.
Yep, because you totally just said that, Tails.
So clearly we are in Italy.
That's not far from the truth, actually.
I mean, listen to the soundtrack. That sounds like it belongs in Vienna.
Yeah, Venice. Vienna's in Austria.
Sorry. All right, Venice. I always confuse Vienna and Venice. Well, no, I know that Venice is in Italy. I just thought that Vienna was another city in Italy.
There's no, I think Venice is the only town in Italy that starts with a V, unless. Well, fuck if I know. I've never been to Italy.
It seems there's danger over by the beach.
I'm gonna kick you, because apparently I can.
That mirror is linked to the beach. Thank you, random town woman.
It might help you find a way to cross the sea.
It's so weird, this fucking game.
You can't lightspeed dash yet.
I can't yet.
And that didn't even add to your ring count.
Hey.
Silver medal!
This game looks remarkably like the park editor in Tony Hawk's Underground. Because everything looks like it was just dragged and dropped into place. I have no money!
So why does he accept rings as currency?
That is a good question. Because in classic Sonic, rings are life. They are life in this game too, but now you can spend them because RPG elements.
Alright, here we go. The first of the many town missions. Now, how many of the town missions do you actually show off?
I show off a decent number of them. I even did a couple of them that I've never seen before.
Oh?
I put on the shoes, now go through the rings, but first you have to...
And that's the main problem with the load times. The fact that they reloaded Soliana and reloaded the NPC that you were talking to just to put you back into another load time.
Yeah. For those of you who are not aware, the popular fan theory is that this game was rushed out the door in order to meet a deadline. Which was Sonic's...
Well, I'm not entirely sure if that's exclusively a theory anymore. I think that's actually given now known as fact. But the thing is, the rush quality of it doesn't really matter all that much.
Well, it certainly matters while playing it, because you can feel how little time was put into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It may have been rushed, but there doesn't seem to have been a lot of time in testing out basic controls, honestly.
They had testers. It's just that the input of the testers was not relevant to their actual goal, which was to move this game out in time for Sonic's 15th anniversary. Because the first game came out in 1991, this game came out in 2006.
That was incredible!
Yeah, you got your first S rank. Which
Yay!
gives you 1,000 rings.
On my very first try. Despite Sonic's janky fucking controls.
Yes. More load times.
Find out where Dr. Eggman's battleship went.
We know where Dr. Eggman's battleship went. He went to the first actual level.
Yes. Can I play the level? Maybe?
Not yet. You have to load through. You have to load to the level first after you purchase the Lightspeed Dash.
Yes, because I need this. I believe that as long as I completed that mission without any real merit as to how well I did, I could just purchase the light ship as soon as I was done.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And in the next part, we will be going to... Why the fuck doesn't the Sadia ring count?
Sonic! I mean, Tails, no!